Why, hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever time it is for you, thank you so much for stopping by and welcome to tonight's stream. Well, bless me. Blessings. It is Lover Pretend tonight. We are maybe gonna get to the end of Sena's route. Fingers crossed. I don't know if we will. I mean, I think we might end up getting to the very last chapter at least. But I do not know exactly. Hold on, I am getting up the guide that I was using. There we go. Pause that. And now without any further ado, let's pop over here. No, I thought I told you to pause. Okay, I guess it decided it didn't want to pause. But yes, hello, 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 it's me, and welcome to more Lover Pretend. Alright, yes, that's right, we actually got to chapter 7, and that's where we stopped. So, hopefully, in 2 hours, we'll be able to get through his good end. Fingers crossed. Alright, it had been a few days since the discussion about the audition. While I was waiting for Yukito to finish a recording session, I'd been invited to chat with two familiar faces. Is it right around here? I did see an arrow pointing earlier. Oh, there it is, Studio 6. With trepidation, I stepped into the appointed room. Where are they? They said it would be obvious.
Oh, yoku kita na, Ojo-chan. Kochi-da.
Okay, well, I gotta lower that, because you're not supposed to be louder than I am.
わざわざ来てもらってしまって申し訳ない。迷わなかったかい?
No, I didn't get lost. There they were, Professor Asagi and Mr. Hanai. Hi, Puying. I jogged over to the two men who wanted to speak with me. I got a little turned around, but I managed to find it. Oh, you're good. Blessings. Enjoy your stamps.
それでもたどり着けりゃ OK だ。
Oh, excuse me.
本当は大学で話ができればよかったのだけれど、少し立て込んでいてね。
Yeah. No, it shouldn't be emote only chat. Did it not get turned off? Did I forget to turn it off? Oops. It should not be emote only chat. I forgot to press the button to turn it off. Sorry. Sorry. Look, it didn't show as emote only on my side, so I forgot about it. I forgot about it. That's okay. So, what is this about? Yeah, you saved me. Only a few days had passed since the news about the auditions. The timing was uncanny. Surely it must be related. Mr. Hanai smiled, sensing my nervousness.
そんなに硬くなんなよ。つっても話の中身は大体予想ついてんだろうから難しいだろうが。ま、ここは善と有望な若者へのちょっとした助言ってことで。力抜いて聞いてくれ。な、栄一郎。
Huh?
ええ。ですが。
Professor Asagi's expression hardened.
上田さん、再オーディションの中身については聞いていますか?
No. When he said new auditions, I sucked at a breath. They're gonna take place exactly 1 week from today, and they'll be judged on their freedom. I heard that they'll be allowed to do or say anything, but I paused, frowning. The topic sounds so vague, I still can't wrap my head around it. Yukito seems to be thinking hard about what he should do to impress the judges.
まあ、そうだろうね。
自由にやっていいってのは一見楽そうで、その実自分の本質を見られるってことだからな。
A silence passed between us. Then Professor Asagi spoke up in a grim tone.
実はね、上田さん。
No.
この再オーディションはスポンサー側の要望なんだよ。
Was the sponsors? The sponsors did?
そう。合宿ですでに演技力は高い評価を受けているからね。制作側は以前同様、セナ君を希望している。
Yeah.
けれどね、前にも話したように、
Yeah.
スポンサーの中には慎重派。
By the way, happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. Prepare for a lot of otome. We might play some indie stuff too. I'll figure it out.
今までの牧野監督のカラーを壊さないことを第一に考える人たちも一定数いる。
Oh goodness. I have been tired all today. I didn't get a ton of sleep. I mean, I went to bed right after stream, but I wasn't able to fall asleep for like another hour because the people above me were like running around, so I'm tired. Hi, Phantom. And these people oppose Yukito's casting because of his public image?
その通り。けれど、西島君が共演したい相手としてセナ君を挙げたこと。
Hi, Phantom.
そして、
I didn't sleep
右下
well.
の反響。それらのおかげで、彼らも多少変わってきた。
Hi, Bulk. I've been napping off and on a lot today. I mean, well, laying down. I laid on Kiki. Give the Kiki some cuddles. Hello, Force. Thanks for stopping by.
世間の目も向いてるし、セナ君でいいんじゃねえかってな。けど、
Why can't I
そ
be
れでもまだ納
tired?
得しねえ奴らはいて。
What?
で、奴らが提示してきたのがこの再オーディションだ。
Wow.
当然、中身を決めたのもあいつらでな。
Yeah.
あえてつかみにくい
Challenge
自由
Sena.
って内容なのもぶっちゃけセナ君への嫌がらせだ。
Oh, here's me. That's so. I was speechless. Professor Asagi's next words were much gentler.
いいですか、上田さん。この再オーディションの目的は至極はっきりしています。先方が求めていることは、セナ君が主演にふさわしいかどうかを見極めることではなく、
True, true.
いかに彼がふさわしくないかを証明することでしょう。
Speaking of the month of gay, I did apply for something interesting today. If it gets granted in a month, we'll have something very interesting. Seriously, they want to prove he's not good enough? That's what these auditions were for? That's so wrong.
まあ、セナ君からしちゃたまったもんじゃねえだろうがね。
ですが、映画一本を撮るためには莫大な資金と労力が必要になるのも確かです。
No. The teaser is because we are gonna have another event thing. Another event thing. I just haven't announced it yet fully. Just because I want to double check and make certain. Quick thing. But this is separate. Lots of things are going on. That's part of the reason why I'm so tired.
いくら彼らが利益だけを重視している人たちではないと言っても、
Thank you.
不安材料を排除したいと思うのはある意味当然。これは不可抗力なんですよ。
Inevitable. I chewed on my lip. What should we do then? How can we convince them? At my imploring tone, Mr. Hanai folded his arms and made a complicated frown. Interesting
ま
times.
あ、方法があるとすりゃ、覚悟を見せることだろうな。
Or times where I've got a lot going on. Determination?
ああ、今のあいつが認められねえのは、お偉いさんたちから見りゃ真剣さが足りね
Oh,
え。
event times? Yeah. Were there multiple events going on a month?
どんだけこの映画に本気で役と向かい合って、決して逃げ出さずに責任持って最後までやりきれるか。つまり、本気で俳優になる覚悟があんのかってことだ。
So he has to show them he is serious by any means necessary.
ええ、この再オーディションを突破する方法はそれだけでしょう。
So these auditions are just for him.
求められているのはただそれだけ。で、
まあ、最終的なゴールはそういうことになるかな。
The file to the emote? Why? to make it into various flags? Yeah. Let me, You mean I will forget. So let me just DM it to you over Twitter. I will forget. I'm doing it right now. I just have it PNG. Is that okay? I mean, unless you want the Clip Studio version, but... Alright. There we go. PNG to you. If it's Fagel. What goal?
自分の覚悟をどう示すか。その答えを見つけ出すまでの道のりが一番重要なんだと思います。
Because probably after stream, if you need, I could probably, I think since I have the clip version, I think I can go and make the heart transparent. After stream, I'll check and see if I can make the heart itself transparent. I probably can, considering that I have the file, but I'll double check. I don't remember if I merged layers.
助言できたとしても、きっとスポンサーの皆さんには見破られてしまう。
You're welcome. Professor Sagi reached up to lightly ruffle his own hair.
何しろ彼らは牧野監督作品の筋金入りのファンですからね。
He flashed me a mischievous smile.
この話をセナ君が聞いて、彼がどんな答えを出してくれるのか、私たちも楽しみにしていますよ。
合宿で俳優の真髄は叩き込んだからな。あとはそれを出し切るのみだ。頑張るよ。
頑張れ。
お嬢ちゃん。
Aw. Thank you. I'll go tell him right away.
おう。じゃ、セナ君によろしくな。
応援しています。
Got it. Thanks. Yeah.
ま、これでうまくいってくれりゃいいけどな。
きっと大丈夫だと思います。何しろ彼には私の自慢の教え子がついていますから。
のろけかよ。
And both of them said they already hold your acting skills in high regard. It's important that you show your determination.
なるほどね。
I waited patiently as Yukito molded over with a faraway look in his eyes. He could do it if he shows his resolve. Excuse me. But only Yukito himself could discover how to succeed. Blessings. No one else could provide the answer. Anyone would have a tough time dealing with such difficult challenge.
なんて顔してんの。
I'll make as many faces at you as I want. Blah. With a grin, he poked my forehead. Hey, what was that for?
まったく君はほんと心配性だな。大丈夫だって。ほら、俺天才だし。ね。
He shot me a wink, but I couldn't just let it be. How are you going to get through to them?
ああ、君は何も分かってないな。それ俺的には超ラッキーな話なのに。
Luck? For real?
そう。だってさ、いくらいい評価をもらったって、俺の演技なんてまだまだなわけだし。
True.
それを1週間で西島さんレベルにしてこいなんて言われたら、それこそ無茶な話でしょ。
True, true.
でも今は、覚悟を見せられればそれでいい。ね？なんかいけそうじゃない
？So you have a secret plan?
ああ、全然。大丈夫だよ。それはこれから考える。それより。
His lips tugged up at a slight smile.
お偉いさん方に認めてもらうために、他にもやらなきゃいけないことあるんだよね。
And that is? What's that?
さ、身辺整理。って言っても、最近は全然遊んでないし、探られて困ることは何もない。
Oh, that's right, because you've been flirting with us.
でも、まだつけなきゃいけないけじめは残ってる。
Oh? Kirara? Kirari! I was close. I immediately realized he was referring to Kirari. Ah, right. We haven't had a real sit down with Kirari yet. But Yukito could be extremely blunt with her. He could be in a relationship. And despite all that, Kirari only wants to hear the answer she thinks it. Kirari has issues, and we know this. My chest ached when I remembered her earnest gaze.
今、キラリにリンゴを送ったよ。今夜話があるから会おうって。君も来てくれる？
Considering she does not want you to be an actor, she could fucking break and attack you. Hi, Holly! It did hurt. The pain was real. But now I knew how Yukito felt. I understand my own feelings, too. I absolutely won't let her have him. Of course I will. You're mine, Yukito. I fixed Yukito with a determined gaze, and he stared back wide-eyed. I also am Slimby, so I feel you. A second later.
やっぱ君最高！いいな、そういうの。ね、もう一回言ってくれない？今度はムービー撮るからさ。
Everyone's EP today. We likely will not go late. No, wait. Never again. Later that night, I arrived early at the meetup spot Yukito had selected. It was the same place where I'd had drinks with him before. I really hope Kirari understands. Part of me was still anxious, but I wasn't going to back down. With that conviction in mind, I stepped into the members-only bar. It was still early in the day to be drinking, so the place was completely empty. I'm the only one here. I hesitated, unsure where to sit.
いらっしゃいませ。セナ様からお話は伺っております。
Yay!
どうぞ、こちらのカウンターへ。
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you.
いえ、
The bartender's smooth voice put me at ease, and I was guided to a seat at the far end. It was the same place I sat last time. How long has it been since we were last here? Like a week? I checked my
注
phone.
文お先に伺いますよ。
Oh, I hurriedly opened the menu, but I wasn't sure what to say. Last time Yukito ordered for me. A feeling of urgency started to set in.
マスター、キラリにはピンクレディお願いします。
Pink Lady, a cute cocktail, gin, egg whites, and grenadine syrup. Egg whites? Just raw egg whites?
いらっしゃいませ。かしこまりました。
Hello, Kirari. Kirari had taken a seat next to me, peeking at the menu over my shoulder. I struggled to contain my fluster.
なに？飲むもの決まってないの？
I'm not very familiar with liqueur.
それでしたら、以前セナ様がお送りになったカクテルはいかがですか？
Oh, yes, please. It was deliciously refreshing.
ありがとうございます。では、お作りしますね。
The bartender nodded with a smile, lined up 2 glasses next to each other, and began mixing the colorful cocktails. Wow, he's making them so quickly, like he's whipping them up with magic.
お待たせしました。ピンクレディーでございます。
ありがとう、マスター。
The light pink drink placed before Kirari was dainty, topped with berries and a flower. That's so cute. Kirari huffed at the words that slipped from my lips, looking smug.
でしょ？どこの店に行っても一杯目はこれって決めてるの。なんでかわかる？
You like it? Cause it tastes good?
もちろん味も好きだけど、でも一番の理由はピンクレディーのカクテル言葉が大好きだから。
Oh no, what is it? What does it mean? Cocktail language? Is it like flower language?
そう。カクテルそれぞれに思いが込められてて、それで密かに思いを伝えた
Okay?
り。で、ピンクレディーのカクテル言葉はいつも美しく。
Okay, so does grasshopper mean like love you always or something? Oh, that's very impressive.
当然でしょ。キラリのすべては美しさと可愛さ。
Except for your fucking attitude. Debatable. As always, there wasn't a single hint of uncertainty in her eyes. Oh, blessings, high index. Oh god, the spirits took me. I rubbed my nose and sneezed at the same, and hiccuped at the same time, and the spirits were like, yoink! Taking your body. Here we go. Hi! In that regard, she's seriously amazing. I was reminded of it once again.
お待たせしました。こちら、グラスホッパーです。
Alright. Just like before, the pale emerald green color made the drink look so refreshing, and the mint leaf on top was a cute touch. Pretty. I blurted out my thoughts without thinking again.
それセナさんが前に選んだって本当？
Yeah, he did. Kidati pursed her lips and scowled at the grasshopper. What does this drink mean in cocktail language?
知らない？
Doubt. Kidati puffed out her cheeks and whipped her face away. What? I shot a puzzled look her way, then met the bartender's eyes. Without hesitation, he smiled wanly.
そのカクテル、グラスホッパーのカクテル言葉は一般的には喜びです。
Oh.
ですが、男性から女性に贈られる場合は、
Like, oh?
あなたに会えて嬉しい。あなたを好きになった。あなたとかけがえのない時間を過ごしたい。
Sena, you sly dog.
いわゆるアプローチカクテルを代表する。
It's an approach cocktail. it's an opening move cocktail. What? I had no idea. The fact that things weren't like that between us. I've fallen in love with you. Oh. A hot blush swept across my cheeks and I couldn't bring myself to look at the drink. I feel so weirdly embarrassed.
やだなマスター。そこはさりげなく話そらしてくれないと密かに伝えたのがバレちゃうでしょ。
Wow, it... What... Why did that get... Okay, alright, Automod. Automod said you can't call people sluts. I mean... yeah. Okay, but yes, I would not call him a slut because he's not a slut. Only I can see that, Holly. Only I can see that. Yeah, see, that's how you get out of it. Spreading around so subtle. Yukito? I rolled around and saw the last person I wanted to see at that precise moment. But there he was, walking up to us with a wave.
でも君のテレガを見れたし、やっぱ言ってもらって正解だったかな。かわいい。
Shoot, I was lost my water. Oh well. I'll deal with that later. Stop teasing me!
からかってなんかないよ。本当のこと。あ、マスター、いつものお願い。
かしこまりました。
Kidati glared bitterly at Yukito while he took the seat next to me.
ちょっとキラリの前でイチャつかないでよね。
he bites it. Stop flirting in front of you. You see, right now we...
はいはい、ごめんね。
Yeah, no. Yukito was his usual blasé self. Kidati's frown deepened. Of course she's upset. We're here to discuss something important. How exactly was Yukito planning to settle this? Just as I thought that...
セナ様、お待たせしました。
うん、ありがとう。それじゃあ、乾杯でもしよっか。
Now, Yukito? Really? I studied his face. Then Kidati heaved a violent sigh as if she'd had enough.
いい。
Oof.
それより今日ここにキラリを呼んだ理由。キラリのこと振るためでしょ。
He has been. I need her to understand that he has been rejecting her. This... Oh god, seriously, spirits again. This is not the first time he's rejecting her. This is the first time she might actually take it seriously. Come on. There we go. Ugh. I straightened up with a jerk. Yukito wore a smile, but it wasn't a happy one.
うん。まあね。
やっぱり。
Uh-huh.
ってことは、分かってて来てくれたんだ。
She bit her lip, holding in the answer. The silence went on for some time.
なんで今なの？
Huh? What do you mean, why now?
どうしてキラリを今本気で振ろうと思ったの？
He's been turning you down for real for weeks. Okie dokie.
キラリ、セナさんが自分に脈がないことくらいずっと前から分かってた。
So not only is she delusional.
でもそれでもセナさんはキラリを本気で遠ざけたり嫌ったりそんなことしなかった。
Cause you wouldn't let him.
そばにいることだけは許してくれてた。リングだって 送ればちゃんと返してくれた。
Because you could still be friends.
だからキラリはまだ諦めなくていいんだって、頑張れば時間をかければもしかしたらって思えたのに。
She's just crazy. Kirari's words stung. Huh? I mean, I feel bad for her, not because she's being turned down, but because she's refused to... She could have been grieving and, like, through this by now. Just imagining how long she must have pined for Yukito while she supported him from the sidelines pained me. Okay. As her feelings spilled out, my chest tightened. Anyone would feel the same in her shoes. No. Like... explicitly not. I think most people would say, okay, he's just not into me. If the person you love let you stay with them and keep in touch... Huh? Huh? You know what? We're waving the arrow off right now because I'm just not understanding this whole plot point. Despite being pinned under her pained gaze, Yukito quietly sipped his drink. He seemed to be waiting for her to finish.
上田さんが彼女って言われた時もキラリにはすぐ嘘だって分かった。
Uh-huh.
上田さんはセナさんを見てなかったから。
Uh-huh, sure. Kirari looked over at me and my breath caught in my throat. It's just like back then. Her eyes looked the same as when she'd first told me she loved him.
けど会うたびに上田さんが恋してる目になっていって、ユキトさんって言うたびに嬉しそうで。
I'm sorry?
だからすぐに分かった。上田さんはセナさんに恋をしたんだって。
Confusion.
だから今なの？セナさんも上田さんが好きになって両思いになれたから。
Yukito sat there quiet and pensive. Then he turned to her.
もちろんそれもあるよ。好きな子と両思いになれたからちゃんとけじめをつけようと思った。だけどそれだけじゃない。
それだけじゃない？
Yukito nodded.
俺さ、キラリと一番最初に話した時のことよく覚えてる。
Uh-huh.
必死でやってんのになんでか周りからはバカにされて、それが悔しくてたまらなくて、
Uh-huh.
なんかこの子昔の俺みたいだなって思ったのを覚えてる。
Uh-huh.
それ
Oh, that's what Kirari told me a while ago. Yeah, it was the moment she'd fallen in love with him.
だからさ、似てるから放っておけなかった。どんなにプライド持ってやってたって絶対に辛い時はあるって知ってるから。
Mm-hmm.
俺自身がそうだったのをこの子も経験するんだって思ったら簡単に放り出すなんてできなかった。
Mm-hmm.
だからこの子がそれを乗り越えるまでは同じ目線で話せるやつが必要だろうって。
Mm-hmm. Kirari grimaced. Her lip quivered, holding back a wave of suffering.
何それってつまりキラリがバカにされてそれで同情してたってこと？そんなのキラリバカみたいじゃん。
Well, Kirai's voice was hoarse as she bit back a sob. No one here had ill intentions, that much I understood. It didn't make it hurt any less. Huh? Okay. Kirai's round eyes glistened with tears. What should I do if she cries? Nothing. Nothing. Not our fault. Give her a handkerchief? I don't know. However, the tears didn't come. Kirai just chewed on her lip, trying to keep her composure.
こんなこと言っても何の慰めにもならないことは分かってるけどさ。
Uh-huh.
けど俺キラリのことは
Oh,
ずっ
shit!
と昔の自分
Wow! Shot to the fucking heart! I've always thought of you like a sister. Oh no, like a sister!
俺なりに心配もしたし大事にもした。
Wow.
傷ついてたらフォローをしてやりたいともずっと思ってきた。それは恋愛にはならなかったけど頼られてるうちはこの子をサポートしようとも思ってた。
Okay, you know what? They just had a weird... Excuse me. They just had a weird relationship.
もうそれもできないからさ。
Blessings. Blessings again. Yukito locked eyes with Kirari. His next words were clear and firm.
俺はもうキラリと同じ場所にはいられないから。
Huh? What? Oh, I could tell from Kidari's expression that she understood the implication. He's gotta become an actor.
今までみたいに求められるままかっこいい自分を作るんじゃなくて、これからはたとえ求められなくてもいい、かっこ悪くてもダサくてもいい、それでもあがいて前に進みたい。
俳優になるってこと？
まだ何も始まってない。けど絶対に掴んでみせる。
Kidari's hands lay in her lap, clenching and unclenching. She stared down at them.
なんでキラリじゃダメなの？
What?
なんで上田さんなの？
Well, that's a weird question.
キラリの何がダメなの？
That's also, any answer's just gonna fucking hurt, so... The pain in her scream pierced my heart. Kidari, I completely understand. No, I don't. Those thoughts could have been my own, but they weren't. Kidari did her job with pride. She boldly tackled every challenge before her. Yeah, and other people do that. I admire everything about her. No, you don't. She's annoying. Every time I saw her, I was struck by how incredible she was. Yeah, you could think she's doing a great job at her job, but God, I wouldn't want to hang out with her more than 10 seconds. Even I still don't know why Yukito chose me. Okay, and? My gaze dropped to the floor as I stared in my thoughts. Suddenly I felt a supporting hand on my back and I looked up. Oh, Yukito's here for me. Prince does not understand this scene in its entirety. His expression was calm and gentle, like he was trying to reassure me.
ねえキラリ、キラリはさ、今の俺を見てくれるでしょ？今の俺を見て信じて応援してくれる。それも嬉しいけどさ。でも彼女は、この子は未来の俺を信じてくれたんだよ。
Huh? My eyes widened in surprise and Yukito
ま
chuckled.
さか忘れちゃった？君と出会うきっかけになったある仕事で、君が俺に言ったこと。
What did I say to him? I know you value your image. I know you value your image as an entertainer and that you'll do anything to protect it. You might think it's strange that your character is so different from the image you maintain, but there are times when you need to betray people's expectations, aren't there?
期待を裏切る？
Even your usual fans probably want to see a different side of you sometimes. If you only ever upheld one particular image, you might get stuck that way forever. Do you want to become someone who never changes? If you never change, some might say you've stopped growing. Don't you ever want to let people see a different you? Oh.
正直あの時はやられたって思ったよね。
Oh.
この子超痛いとこつくじゃんってさ。
I'm sorry. Thinking back on it, I was being pretty arrogant. No?
いいんだって。あの時の俺にはあの言葉が必要だったん
We
だ
weren't
から
being
さ。
arrogant. We were just giving our opinion.
あの時の君の言葉で、ああ、俺、俳優やりたいとか言ってるのに、どっかで今のポジション守ってたって気づいたから。それってなんか、めちゃくちゃダセーじゃんってさ。
Okay. Yukito, Yukito smiled and looked at Kidari, who was watching silently.
ねえキラリ。きっと、業界内で同じ立ち位置で、傷を舐め合ったり慰め合う関係が欲しかったら、そしたら俺は、迷うことなくキラリを選んでたと思う。キラリの話を聞くのも嫌いじゃなかった。
Oh, well, I saved him from a fate worse than death.
だけど、今の俺に一番必要
Yeah,
な
she
のは
never wanted him to be an actor.
一番欲しいと思ってる
She
のは
wanted him to stay right where he was. And he wanted to go further. Okay.
俺なら絶対できるって信じてくれて、隣で小言言って叱りながらも背中を押してくれる子なんだ。だから
Yukito stood up from his seat, and then he bowed low.
ごめん、 俺はキラリの気持ちには応えられない。
At that moment, the tears Kidari had been holding back coalesced along her eyelids. To me, those tears teetered on the edge of her long lashes. Those tears teetering on the edge of her long lashes represented something she'd been protecting all this time. Something she could barely let go. The pipe dream that she was gonna date Sena? Okay, and then the tears flowed down her cheeks as a shimmering stream. She stayed put. She didn't try to hide or wipe them away. It was like she was preparing for those deeply rooted emotions to leave her too. As I watched her endure, I was overcome. Huh? I'm so confused. Why are we waxing poetic about Kirari? She struck as an infinitely more beautiful figure than anyone I'd ever seen on the silver screen. Lies?
本当にごめん。
Honestly, I wouldn't put it past you to keep trying.
キラリはバカじゃないんだから。もうセナさんなんか好きじゃない。
Huh? What? You know what? Okay, I said I was putting away the arrow thoughts, but I keep coming back to it because I don't understand. Sorry words, Kidai's crying a river. No one here is at fault. We all knew that, but Kidai's feelings for Yukito are painfully clear. The crushing feeling in my chest brought hot tears to... We can't all be crying.
だけどキラリだっていつまでも同じ場所にいるつもりなんか全然ないから。
No way.
もっと高いところに行ってセナさんが欲しかったって思うくらいすごくなってやるんだから。
Alright, you do that, honey. Yukito smiled kindly at her declaration.
楽しみにしとく。
Don't give her hope. Let us stay a fucking pipe
見て
dream.
なさい。
Sorry. Wait, did you just say my name? I rushed to wipe my tears away. Kidai stared me down.
いい？キラリに勝ったんだからプライド持ってよね。
It was never a competition! He was never really gonna choose you!
中途半端なことしたら殴りに来るから。
Oh my god. She was headstrong as always. God, I can't wait to never see your face again. Even so, her teary eyes and hoarse voice were so heartbreaking, I felt myself crying along with her. Promise! I swear I'll always support him. Can you leave? Kidai gave a small nod and dried her eyes as she walked out of the bar. Thanks. Goodbye. Can that be the last time we ever see her? It won't be, but please. We sat alone in silence for a
マ
moment.
スターごめんね。
The bartender smiled and shook his head. I forgot he was there the whole time.
バーは心で語る場所ですから。
I hate her. Alright, that's my thing from the heart.
ほんと予想外。まさか君まで泣き出すなんてね。
I mean, it must have been so painful for her. Oh.
そこ気にするところ？
Call me by my name. She's not our friend! She literally is not our friend!
あ
What are we fucking talking
ー
about?
逃がした魚ってあのね、君俺の彼女なんだからさ、もっとこう恋のライバルに勝った喜びとか安心感とかそういうのないの？
Huh? What?
あーはいはい。まったくどこまでも人よしだな。
Huh?
キラリより泣いてるじゃん。
Still saying so, Yukito tenderly brushed a lock of hair away from my teary cheeks.
でもね、キラリは確かにいい子だけど、俺は
She
自
didn't
分の
seem
選
like a
択に
good
絶対の自
person.
信がある。
She seemed crazy. Let's be honest. When someone tells you, I can't date you, I have a girlfriend, your response should not be, that's a lie. Even if it is, they are turning you down. I gotta go get more water. Welcome to Pride Month, guys. Did you forget I'm on the aromantic spectrum? Me losing it, not understanding. with my water. Oh. Alright.
きっとこの先も絶対に後悔しない。ああ、それとも俺を応援する自信ない？俺のこと信じてくれないのかな？
No. Would that Yukito study my face for a reaction? Oh, hey. It's time to look at our guide. I'm pretty certain I know what it was. Yeah, you're supposed to say I believe in you. Of course I believe in you. Isn't it obvious? Yay.
Oh.
Yukito seemed taken aback by my immediate answer. But
だけど
there's nothing to do with that.
あははいはい。ほんと、君といると飽きないな。
After we've been talking a while, I noticed the time. Wow, it really flew by. Hey, Yukito, we have work early in the morning. Shouldn't we be going home?
ん？もう一杯だけ付き合ってくれない？
But...
じゃあ、これなら通じる？もう少しだけ君と一緒にいたいんだけど。
Yukito's smile was so gorgeous it made my heart flutter. I turned away to hide my heated face, as long as you choose my next drink for me.
任せて。
Once he ordered, the bartender retrieved an empty glass and worked his magic once again. Wow, end of scene. A few days later.
じゃあもうサブマネはお役御免ってことになるのか。
Yeah, the other manager finally came back to work. Also,
ここから先は俺自身が考えなきゃいけない問題。
don't think he wants us helping.
きっと君がそばにいたら甘えちゃうと思うから。
I don't think you'll have that problem.
だ
But
から
all
今
right.
は信じて応援してて。
ま、確かに今回はユキトさん本人が何とかするしかねって感じだもんな。
Mm-hmm.
最終決戦に挑むヒーローの覚悟わかります。
What? A bit hyperbolic, but sure. I laughed at Muck, it was an analogy, feeling grateful for my two friends' consideration. They had invited me out for tea yesterday because they knew, or today, wow. Today because they knew I was worried about Yukito's audition.
はあ、一体どうなんだかな。あのミニドラマでのユキトさんはすごかったし、俺も期待してっけどさ。
問題は演技力ではなく審査員側の心象でしょうね。
Yeah, the judge's
以
impression.
前父についてスポンサーとの会合に同席しましたが、
Uh-huh.
それはもう胸くそ悪い言い訳のオンパレードでしたよ。
Makino's got a scary look in his eyes. Are we doing Makino next? I forget. We are, yeah, we're doing him next. He's angry for Yukito's sake, though. That makes me happy. A smile bloomed on my face. I'm sure he'll be fine. He says he will be, so I have absolute faith in him.
上田さん。
おう。
An instant later, our warm and fuzzy vibe was shattered. Kazuma fixed me with a meaningful stare. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
お前、
Huh? Did I what?
できたのか。ユキトさんとできたのか。
What? What do you mean, play hide? Saucy? What? My entire body flushed hot at that blatant question.
できたって一体何が？
Don't. Makito, I keep calling him Makito. Makito looked totally lost while Kazuma leaned in and studied my reaction closely.
え？どうなんだ？どうなんだ？
We haven't fucked yet, no. Hey, quit it! Stop yelling all those words so loud!
はいけって。お前すぐ顔に出るからな。即決。
You
ただによ。
Well, I have my reasons.
ああ、そうだろうとも。さあ、お遊びはここまでだ。それ、はけ、はけ。
Kazuma, shut up. Fine, I'll explain everything.
Wow, we folded fast.
And that's how it happened.
And that's how it happened. I felt embarrassed as I successfully wrapped up the story. Each of them had very different reactions. Makino had been stunned into silence. His face was flaming hot and his eyes darted all over the place. For some reason, Cosmo was loudly sucking on his straw and glaring at me. What?
Why are you guys so quiet?
僕は一体何を
Oh, sweetie.
すみません。少し驚いたようで。
Yeah, I
えっ
bet.
と、この場合は、おめでとうございます。
Yeah, right before we became a couple, I was like, wait, fuck, are you my brother? And things got weird. And then he wasn't my brother, and then we kissed, and we probably fucked. Oh, that's kind of you, thank you. I returned Makino's dip at the head with one of my own, then turned back to Kazuma. He didn't even blink. He's still staring. And his face was so grim. My joy soured a little.
幸せ
Wait. Stop taking long breaks between sentences.
幸せなんだろうな
Huh?
ちゃんと幸せなんだろうな大事にしてもらってんだよな
Stop yelling. I was taken aback by how stern and vigorous Kazuma's tone was. It shook me. Was I happy? Thought it over?
なんだよ俺は本気で聞いて
Kazuma,
なんだよ
it's okay. I'm happy.
そっか
Oh, poor Kazuma. Been in love with us the whole time.
ならよし
おお。なんだか、昭和の頑固親父の風格ですね。
Stupid boomer dad! Hi, Lilith. I'm doing alright. How are you?
え牧野くん俺牧野くんより年下だししかも昭和
You really seemed like one, though.
お前まで笑ってんじゃねえ
For a moment, Kazuma covered his face in a
で
fluster.
もお前になんかあった時
Yeah,
マ
because
ジ
you
で
want to
親
date
代わ
me
りに入れられ
instead.
んのは俺だけだと思ってっからさ
Mhm.
もしユキトさんに泣かされたらいつでも怒鳴り込みに行ってやる
Amazing.
だからその時はちゃんと言えよ
Mhm. Well, it was embarrassing. I was delighted to hear him say it so earnestly. Oh, I'm sorry. Every one of Kazuma's words carried warmth. They lifted me up and made me smile. Thanks, Kazuma. After that, I said goodbye to Kazuma and Makino and slowly made my way home, bubbling over with joy. They were genuinely worried about Yukito, too. I felt kind of shy calling him my boyfriend, though. Just then...
いやー、ちょっとすいません。お時間よろしいですか
Huh? A man stepped into my path, blocking my way with a smirk. I instinctively edged away from the suspicious way he carried himself.
君、セナユキトと知り合いだよね。
Oh no. Huh?
私、こういうものだけど。
I timidly took the business card he held out to me. It bore the name of a tabloid magazine. Is this guy really gonna ask me about Yukito here?
短い時間で終わるから、話聞かせてもらえるかな
Wow, amazing. Ugh. Sorry, I'm in a hurry.
おっと、ねえ、そんな意地悪しないでさ。ちょっとでいいから。
ん？
あ、それとも聞かれちゃまずいことでもあるのかな
Huh? The nerve of this guy. Clenching my teeth, I glared at the reporter. If I just run off, I could give him the wrong impression. That could spell the trouble for Yukito down the line. I couldn't let that happen. I steeled myself, faced the reporter head on. All right, we're gonna save. We know what to do, though. I have the guide, but we're gonna get through this. Turn to the screen. Ba 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 ba. Alright, evade the reporter's suspicions.
まあまあ、そんな警戒しないで。ところでお嬢さんはセナユキトさんのマネージャーって聞いたんですが。
Oh, that wasn't all the time. His manager? Oh, right. I quit just a few days ago. He wouldn't know. What should I say? Maybe I should go along with it so I don't complicate things. But it might be better to tell the truth so I don't cause problems later.
どうしました
I have to introduce myself. Those searching eyes. I can't give him an opportunity to pry further. Okay, take a sip. Oh, I've been so thirsty. Introduce myself. I stood up tall and kept a straight face. I'm Ueda, Sena Stuff Manager. Do business with my client?
若いお嬢さんなのにしっかりしてますね。これはご丁寧にどうも。
This is my job after all. Okay, I think I came off as professional. I think I should stick with that for now.
おお、そういや、ユキトのミニスタ。私も拝見してましてね。いやー、さすがというか刺激が強いのも多くて、あの感じでいくと、さぞかし私生活も充実してるんじゃないですか？
Huh? The poor rat off his questions. All the while he watched me like a hawk. I don't like the implications here. What's he after? Since I don't know what he's thinking, I can't let him talk me into a corner. Need to look confident. Thankfully, he's been keeping very busy. Because of that, he has complained that he doesn't get to take time off and have fun. But I believe there's no need for concern. Despite how he acts in public, he's actually very professional with the agency staff.
そうですか。まあ、それは結構なことで。
The reporter looked away to hide his irritation. No doubt he was miffed that he didn't get a rise out of me. Nice.
ところで、キラリをご存知ですか？グラドル
Oh
の。
god, yeah, her.
実は先日、六本木のバーでユキトと密会してたって噂がありましてね。
How does he know that? Swelling down by rising anxiety, I tried to answer as carefully as I could. I was there too, actually, yep. They did go to a bar recently. Yes, in fact, I was there as well.
あんたも？
Yes, I encountered Kirari there, but I declined to sit with her. She deserves her privacy after all.
な。
Frustration increased the reporter's face of my direct response.
でもね、ほら、カモフラージュでマネージャーさんを同席させるってのはよくある手口じゃないですか。それにキラリの方はデビュー当時からユキトに相当入れ上げてるって話じゃないですか。そう考えると、やっぱり怪しいなぁと思うわけですよ。ねえ、そこら辺どうなんです？
I just realized in the back, it says blue cheese coffee, and I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, moving on, sorry. I was like, wait, there's words by his head. Blue cheese coffee. Oh, no. Oh, now he's getting to the point. I shouldn't seem too self-conscious when I reply. No doubts on her. Sena's doted on Kirari as if she was his sister since she got her start, but he keeps very clear boundaries, so there isn't anything going on between them. Anything more going on
い
between
や、
them.
そんなこと言ってもね。ほら、ユキトはそうだとしても、キラリの方は。
Magic. That doesn't sound good. Unfortunately, I'm not in a position to speak on that matter. Please reach out to our agency.
お嬢さん。
So here's the thing. I like blue
仕事
cheese.
熱心なようで。
I don't like coffee. The only coffee I like is ice cream. I won't let him slither any closer to them.
しかしね、今のお話を伺ってると、ユキトはキラリと会うためにバーへ行ったわけじゃない。となると、サブマネさん、実はあんたがユキトのバーの相手だったりするんじゃないですか？
Huh?
だってそう思うでしょ、普通。あんたずいぶん若いお嬢さんだし。
Ew. I like blue cheese dressing.
普通だったら女癖が悪いので有名なモデルにあんたみたいなサブつけませんよね。あんただってユキトと一緒にいられて嬉しいんじゃないの？どうなんですか？そういうことでそばにいるんでしょ？ねえ、答えてくださいよ。
Reporter's provocative stare made me gulp. Ew. I've encountered people like this in my research. They try to piss you off so you slip up and say what you're really thinking. I need to stay calm. Name drop Professor Asagi. You may have already learned this beforehand, but I'm a student of Eiichiro Asagi, the screenwriter. I only took this job because he recommended it to me.
アサギってあの浅木栄一郎。それは本当の話で？
Yes, you can confirm that with him. Satisfied?
あの浅木の弟子？浅木経由で。
Sorry for bringing you into this, Professor, but it saved my skin. That seemed to have thrown the reporter off.
それじゃあ他に。
Looking downtrodden, the reporter racked his brain for another question. I straightened my posture. It seems like you have no further questions. In that case, I'll be going now. I'm in a hurry.
え？あ、ちょっと待ってくださいよ。もうちょっとお話を。
You guys did miss me getting extremely confused. You got to watch as the very first day of Pride Month. I got my arrow. I got arrow confused because I didn't understand anything about what was going on between Kidani and Sena. We started crying that Kidani was being turned down because we were like, man, how horrible. Huh? It was just confusing. No. I was just confused about how they were saying some of this stuff was romantic. It's not. Please, that's enough. I'm not going to answer any more of your questions. How do I get away? At this rate, he'll literally drag it out of me.
Oi!
What? I whipped her out, sounded my name. Hey, Cosma!
ああ、追いつけてよかった。お前カフェに家の鍵落としてたぞ。って、なあ、この人知り合いか?
I shook my head. He says he writes for a magazine and he keeps asking me about Yukito.
雑誌の記者。
Taking note of my downcast gaze, Cosmo stepped between me and the
こ
reporter.
いつ俺の彼女ですけど、なんか用っすか?
God fucking bless it. That's okay, Shiseiga. Thanks for stopping by. Kazuma, please. Kazuma. Yet again, Kazuma pretends to be our boyfriend. Alright, ad break. Shall we stretch? And yawn. Stretch and yawn. Alright, there's only one more choice and then we're done. Alright. Ugh. Stretching. I had a bunch of sushi tonight and my tummy is like, you ate a lot and now it hurts. And I'm like, oh, the sushi backfired. So like, ugh. I am tired still. Very tired. Wow, sorry, I just watched somebody go on just like a wild multi-scroll rant about clothing. And I just was scrolling past it going, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of words. But yeah, today was pretty chill. I just cuddled the Kiki and made some more flashcards-ish. I started... The problem is that I'm having to retype everything. And retyping everything when you have to switch between keyboards is really rough. So what I'm doing now is I am making a document where I'm typing out everything in English, and then I will go back and I will add the kanji and everything, and then I will go add it to the flashcard deck, which may seem like a lot of work to do everything 3 times, to go through all the words 3 times, and yes, it will be a lot of work, but I think it will be better than trying to do each bit all the way through per thing, because then I have to have the book open and just a lot of stuff. But also, I've come to realize that whoever wrote this book is British. Because there's a few very British phrases in here. And I was like, what? Okay, good night, Lilith. It goes crazy.
彼氏そうっすよ。で、何なんすか俺の彼女に。
Oh boy. The reporter looked back and forth between us. I'm not dating Sena. He scrunched up his face in spite and scurried off. Thank God it's over. My heart was pounding and my knees began to shake. Oh.
おい、大丈夫かよ。
No, I'm having a panic attack. I'm sorry. Thanks, Kazuma. You really saved me there.
いいって。てか、お前もよく一人であのおっさん相手にしたじゃん。偉いぞ。
Yep, yeah, I handled it. Questionably.
ユキトさんのこと聞かれても答えなかったんだろ。
Yeah. Yeah.
やっぱすげえじゃん。普通はビビんのにさ。お前がユキトさん守ったんじゃん。
Yeah. Did I?
そうだって。
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I managed to protect Yukito in his dreams of acting.
The moment I thought that, big tears welled up in my eyes.
どうした？どっか言いたいか？
No, I'm just so glad.
For a while, the tears wouldn't stop. Relief and joy spread through me, a balm after all the anxiety I'd been carrying. Okay. I'd officially survived the resolution with Kidani and somehow managed to navigate the tabloid reporter's interrogation. And so, the day of the second audition for Mr. Makino's new film finally arrived.
I'm so nervous my chest hurts. I couldn't sleep well last night either. But it's gonna be okay, right? It has to.
随分と緊張しているようだけれど、大丈夫かい？
Of course I'm anxious.
Sorry, I know I'm not the one auditioning for this, but I just can't relax.
まあ、そうだろうね。けれど、ここまで来たら、あとは瀬名君次第だ。今はただ信じて、見守ってあげなさい。
Yeah. I just had to believe. Latching onto those words, I took a slow, deep breath.
Yeah, I'll be rooting for him.
おはようございます。
Good morning.
Still somewhat nervous, I followed Professor Sagi to the meeting room. The director, Mr. Hanai, and Makino were already seated at the judges' table.
Hello, I've come to observe as well.
よく見ていくといい。オーディションも彼のことも。
そうっすね。今日はアピールだけじゃなく、瀬名君のいろいろ見せてもらいましょう。
今日で全てが決まる。全てが心拍数が上がりすぎて吐き気が。
Oh, Makino.
たく、何お前が緊張してんだよ。今日は審査員なんだから、ドーンと構えろ。出なきゃ。
確かにそれは一理ありますね。何しろ今日受ける
What happened to my
のは彼
lip?
1名。
Oh, I accidentally bit it. Ow, okay. Well, that's why it hurts. That makes sense why it hurts. I bit it. I didn't know I bit it. Ow. Makino mumbled away to ease his own worries. Some of the other people in the room were obvious business types. One man who'd probably been chosen to represent the project's stakeholders bowed to the
今日
director.
はよろしくお願いします。お互いにとって良い結果になることを祈って。
はい。そのための採用オーディションですから。
ですが、やはり今の段階では我々の意見は変わっていません。瀬名幸人君が牧野監督の作品に見合う人間だとはどうしても思えない。
Rude.
我々も暇ではないんです。この再オーディションがくれぐれも時間の無駄になら
We're
なけ
the
ればいい
ones who asked for it. Waste of time, are you kidding me? Far from it, I thought. They're not even seeing Yukito for who he is. Indignant, I clenched my fists.
時間の無駄かどうか。それは今日の瀬名君を見てから決めます。
You tell him, Mr. Makino.
The director's stern words made the spokesperson frown.
ええ、わかってますよ。
With that, he retreated as if to hide his dissatisfaction.
まあ、初めっからああいう感じなのは分かってたけどな。
僕たちを除けば完全なるアウェーですね。
The point of this new audition was to prove that Yukito did in fact deserve a lead role. No one on the other side was rooting for him, but Yukito told me to trust in him. I needed to cheer him on. It's gonna be okay, I know it will. Then it was time.
Sena Yukito-san, スタジオ入りされます。
Here he comes. I wasn't the only one holding my breath. The air in the room suddenly grew tense. A moment later, Yukito stepped out. What? Whoa! He got a brand new look!
Oh.
Everyone's eyes were immediately drawn to Yukito. I couldn't believe it. His hair's... That's not black, that's brown. Wearing a bold expression, he didn't shy away from the massive stares. His beauty, mysterious and captivating, was so stunning that we couldn't tear our eyes away. There's no trace of his slippery, flippant attitude. Slippery's a weird word to use, but alright. In its place was a dark, irresistible charm that grabbed your attention and didn't let go. He's gorgeous. He looked right at me and smiled. Everything's gonna be okay. That smile, those eyes. He's definitely gonna ace this. Yeah, he's gonna make it. He positively would.
LP プロモーションから参りました。本日はよろしくお願いいたします。セナユキトです。
As his manager introduced him, Yukito took a step forward.
セナユキトです。今日は最高のチャンスをいただき感謝します。全力を出せるよう精一杯尽力します。
Go for it, baby. He was gonna give it his everything. His words were succinct without seeming desperate. I doubted anyone expected that from him. But it was painfully obvious that the weight of his words meant to everyone present.
さすがセナ君、うまいな。黒髪への変化とあの態度、あっさりとスポンサー陣の度肝を抜きましたね。
Yeah.
これは面白くなりそうだな。
Straining my ears to hear Professor Asagi's musing, I swallowed hard.
ではこれより新作にあたっての採用オーディションを始める。内容は自由としたはずだが、
Excuse me.
何か用意してきたものはある
The
か？
hiccups are hitting me hard. Yukito nodded at the director and stood up tall.
ちょっとした一人芝居を用意しました。そちらを見ていただければ。
Uh-huh.
テーマはある男の真実。
Oh. Whispers rose up among the audience at this unexpected concept. What's he planning to do?
花井さん、できればお手伝いいただきたいんですが、よろしいですか？
お、俺か？
はい。立っていただけるだけで結構です。聞き役になっていただければ、それで。
Okay, listening party.
どうすかね、監督。
Alright.
スポンサーの皆さんも構いませんか？俺が小道具ってことで。審査内容はすべて自由でしたもんね。
Mr. Hanai grinned and the man from earlier answered dispassionately.
構いませんよ。それが吉と出るか京と出るかはセナ君次第ですから。
よし。ってことで俺が小道具やってやる。けどただ突っ立ってるだけじゃ退屈だしな。ま、多少の相槌くらいは打ってやるよ。
With a chuckle, Mr. Hanai approached Yukito.
まったく、あの人はまた何か企んで。
Behind my mentor's exasperated smile, however, his voice was laced with anticipation. Yeah, I'm excited too. What were Yukito and Mr. Hanai going to show us? As I tried to imagine it, I found myself smiling. A moment later, the two men broke from their huddle and faced the judges once more. First, Yukito stood in the center. Then he closed his eyes and sucked in a deep breath. And so it began.
"わかってる。でも俺は感謝してるんだ。夢は一度ついえてしまっても。
Wait, is it what we wrote?
一度の失敗で。
It's what we wrote!
気になってた俺は。
Are those lines for the short film? My gaze wandered to the judges, where the director, Professor Asagi, and Makino all seemed to have realized the same thing.
救われたか。
Oh.
バカみたいだな。いつまで引きずってるんだか。
That's actually kind of romantic. The lines changed. And then Hanai, who had been standing at the edge of the stage, slowly walked towards Yukito.
やだな、先輩。覗き見
Wait,
なんて
no,
趣味悪いっ
Hanai's
すよ。
us? Yukito smiled awkwardly. Mr. Hanai shrugged. At that, Yukito's face morphed into one of tired recognition.
何も言わな
Resignation.
いでくださいよ。俺のことは、俺が一番よく分かってます。
He's us.
俺はチャラ男モデルで、そんな人間にガチな演技を求めてる人なんか一人もいないって。まあ、そもそもできるとも思われてないかもしれないけど。
Oh, it's meta too. No one wanted the Playboy model to go down the path of the actor. Something about this performance was uncanny. Wait, is Yukito himself the character? In other words, the man was actually him. The sponsors seemed to have sensed this and murmured amongst themselves, "Ooh, it's meta? It's a callback? It's got us?"
別にさ、モデルの仕事が嫌いってわけじゃないんだ。向いてると思うし、人にも喜ばれてる。もちろん俺だってこの仕事が好きだよ。俺のイメージだったら、この路線で行くのが正解なんだって。
Uh-huh.
よくわかってる。
Uh-huh. Mr. Hanai narrowed his eyes at Yukito's self-deriding tone.
なら、なんでそんな顔してるんだ？
あの人は自分から小道具なんて言っておいて。
Well, he did also say he would respond. Yukito was shaken by Mr. Hanai's ad-lib. He smiled and let out a sigh.
先輩には聞いてもらってもいいか
Oh.
な。
Oh, he's not us.
実はね、俺、最初にスカウトされた時、俳優志望だったんですよ。親父がちょっと名の知れたドラマプロデューサーで、その作品見てるうちに。で、まあ、ありがちな話っすけど。けど、演技もしたことないズブの素人が俳優からなんて甘くないってことで、モデルから徐々に経験積んで、そこから俳優デビューしようってことになったんです。
It's
で、
autobiographical.
俺も納得して、そこから仕事をスタート
Interesting.
したんだけど。
なら、どうして今も？
Yukito cut him off with a razor-sharp voice.
スキャンダルっすよ。
スキャンダル？
はい。俺の親父、名の知れたとか言いましたけど、実は何年も前に失脚してるんです。昔っから女癖悪くて、それが原因で。で、それをまんまとマスコミに嗅ぎつけられて、バラされちゃったんですよ。
Oh my god, that was loud.
あのスキャンダル王の息子がデビューとか言って大々的に。で、その後はお察しの通り。俺が何してもそんな感じに取られるから、いっそそっちで売ってくかってなって。俺も自分に何が求められてるか、それでよく分かったし、求められるならそれでいっかって、その通りに振る舞って。で、今のチャラ男モデルユキと完成ってね。
Yukito's pain smile was so heart-wrenching that I couldn't take it. Evidently, I wasn't the only one who felt that way. The sadness in his manager's voice was real. After all, he'd supported Yukito all this time. I was reminded of the articles I'd found on the internet. Shocking, promising young model's father discovered to be a former A-list producer. Son of the king of scandals, poised to continue his legacy. I found him flippant and carefree when we first met too. And yet, these were the feelings he'd been hiding behind that veneer.
でもさ、さっきも言ったけど、今の仕事が嫌いなわけでも、舐めてもいない。楽しいし、やりがいだってあると思ってる。
Alright, Sena is already leaps and bounds ahead of Cosmo's route. This is a beautiful little like ending instead of the weird twist from Cosmo's.
けどさ、たまに思うんだよね。もし俺がマジで俳優になってたら、そしたら どんな役をやってたんだろうって。実はさっき見られたあのセリフ、ずっと昔、高校の時、演劇部のヘルプで演じた役なんです。しかもその脚本を書いたのが俺が好きだった女の子で、妙に張り切って演じちゃって。
A girl he liked. My cheeks went warm at the comment. I was getting overwhelmed, but held it together. As I watched, he closed his eyes and smiled wanly, as if recalling an old memory.
俺、あの時の感覚が今もずっと忘れられないんです。役と気持ちが混ざり合っていく面白さも、みんなで一つの作品を作る楽しさも、それに痺れるようなあの快感も。
Aww. Me neither. Everyone had taken the script I wrote and breathed life and color into its world. Even now I remember how good that felt.
未練だって分かってんすよ。でもまあ、たまに思い出してちょっとセンチになっちゃうっていうか。
He raised his voice and forced to laugh, but Mr. Hanai seemed agitated and he shot Yukito a fierce glare.
たくそな笑い方してごまかしてんじゃねえよ。
Oh.
ああ、とうとう始まった。
お前、本当に納得してんのか？それでいいと思ってんのか？思ってねえよな。思ってるわけねえよな。その顔で。
I held my breath. I'd never seen such realistic acting from Mr. Hanai. Is it acting?
やだな。マジになんないでくださいよ。てか、もしそうだとしてもね、今の俺の路線じゃ。
お利口なふりして自分騙してんじゃねえっつってんだよ。
Oh, cowed by Mr. Hanai's energy, Yukito went quiet. No more words came from his lips. The weight of the silence pained my heart. The sponsor's words echoed in my mind. When Yukito chose Mr. Hanai as his partner for this, whether or not it would help depended entirely on Yukito himself. After a few moments, Mr. Hanai barreled on.
確かにお前はうまくやってるよ。世話になった事務所の要望にも応えて、世間が求めるままの自分もやって。でもな、いつまでそれを続ける気だ。そうやって自分を騙し続けて、本心見ないふりして、それで一生後悔しないって言えんのか？
Gasp! Are you gonna regret it, Yukito? Are you gonna go gentle into that good night, or are you gonna fight?
すかしてねえで、本音で叫べよ。てめえの中にある正真正銘の本気ってやつを見せてみろよ。
Oh wow, I yelled at the same time. Yukito didn't move. He stared at the ground, chewing his lips. No, Sena is he's acting. This is the second excuse me, the final audition. Besides one for 5 seconds, 10. Eventually sponsors got to muttering again.
やはり実力の差ですかね。
花井高也を選んだのは京都でたか。ここまでですか。
No, it's fine. They're wrong. Yukito isn't finished. When we locked eyes today, I felt his confidence. Yukito wouldn't let us down. I love how both of these are quite literally just about the exact same thing. You could do it. I closed my eyes at the voices around me and willed him to succeed with all my heart. You could do it. I wish for him to move. I wish for him to say something. A moment later, as if my inner thoughts had reached him, Yukito's head snapped up. Then he made his move. Whoa! Ha! As driven by sudden impulse, Yukito grabbed Mr. Hanai by the collar and fixed him with steely glare.
ってなこと言ってんじゃねえよ。本気で叫べ。本音を言え。今時そんなの流行らねえんだよ。しかもこれはプロの世界だぞ。
Yeah, he dyed his hair.
そんな理屈通用する場所じゃねえんだよ。
Wow.
知るかそんなもん。今俺が聞きたいのはお前がどうしたいか。てめえの本音なんだよ。
だからそれは。
言えよ、お前の本音を叫べ。てめえは俳優をやりてえのか、やりたくねえのか。全部さらけ出して
むき出しの自分で勝負したいと思わねえのか。
Once again, Mr. Knight tried to wrench Yukito free of his facade. Yukito scowled something fierce, and then
やりてえに決まってんだろ。
he peeked the mic and they said, "It's a good enough take." His bellow echoed throughout the room.
イメージだとか世間の声だとかそんなん関係ねえ。俺の力が通用するかもわからねえ。でもそれでも
Tears were flowing down Yukito's cheeks. He'd reached down inside and brought out his true self. Now he was laying it bare. Certainly no one in the room had seen him like this before. In this moment, he was desperate, tearful, utterly guileless. And yet he was so beautiful that no one could bear to look away.
俺は変わりたい。
Oh no, goddamn. Okay, thank you for giving me back spirits.
誰かに求められた俺じゃなくて本当のむき出しの俺で勝負したい。勝負したい。
As Yukito mustered the full strength of his voice, I started crying too.
ずっと前からそう思ってた。
Yukito slowly let go of Mr. Hanai, his face red and soaked with tears. His head seemed to slump down as he backed away from Mr. Hanai. No one in the room made a peep. Silence reigned. We'd all been taken captive by the echoes of his performance. I inhaled deeply. Please, I beg of you, realize how serious Yukito is. Give his determination a chance. I pray with all my heart.
ならば、見せてもらおう。
Huh? Wait, has this become audience participation? The director's remarks sent a ripple of surprise through the room.
君の覚悟を見せてもらった。私は君で作品を作りたい。勝負したい。
Yay!
答える自信はあるか？
Yeah. Did he have the confidence? Yukito froze at the question, dumbstruck. A long moment passed, and then, like a flower coming into bloom, his face lit up with absolute radiant confidence.
当然答えたくて
Yahoo!
ここに来ましたか。
Yippee! His words were a signal that triggered a thunderous wave of applause. It didn't just come from his biggest supporters like Professor Asagi, Makino. Everyone in the room was clapping. Even the sponsors. Yep. He did it! Yes! 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 I cried as the announcement reverberated through the room.
再オーディションの結果、セナユキト合格。
There wasn't a single objection. That was the moment when Yukito showed his naked determination to the world. Aww. Ending movie. Which we saw was with Cosmo, so we'll skip it. Director Makino's long-awaited new project begins. Riku Nishijima and Yukito Sena cast as dual leads. Sena makes his acting debut. Are his skills up to snuff? Yukito Sena dyes his hair black as he graduated from his Playboy image. I browse the online articles, scowling at their contents. As expected, they're all skeptical of Yukino's acting skills, and they're generally critical of his career change. I guess this is trial by fire.
ねえ、今日のニュース見た？ユキトが映画出るってやつ。見た見た。西島陸とダブル主演なんでしょ？やっばい、楽しみなんですけど。
You could do it.
私もそれ知ってる。イケメンバディものとか最高すぎ。
Thanks for giving me back spirits.
ほんとそれ。絶対かっこいいに決まってるよね。
Amazing. Wow, they're talking about the film. I got to air some live reactions.
けどさ、さすがに西島陸の隣で演技はきつそうじゃない？ユキと俳優の経験とかないでしょ？あー、確かにね。しかもちょい役じゃなくて、二人とも主演ってとこがね。
Yukito's just as good of an actor as Isujima. Sure, he's just getting started, but still.
何言ってんの？二人だってユキとのミニスタ見たでしょ？兄さん、 のムービーあれ最高だったじゃんそうそうあの時西島陸とドラマやってくれないかなと思ったのが本当になるとか幸せ
Amazing. Wait, I remember these girls.
てかユキとこんな感じもできるんだしさ全然俳優でもやってけそうじゃない
How do they translate Ikemen body? I can't wait to see his hot bod. So not badly. But you guys did miss earlier. Kazuma grilling us on if we had sex with Sena. And in Japanese it was just like dekta, dekta, dekta. Did you do it? Did you do it? In the English they translated it as did you play hide the sausage? It killed me. It fucking killed me. I was like, you can't say that. Yeah, dicta. Yeah. Absolutely insane. Hey, we're hyped up with the social media posts too. I let myself get too worked up over those tabloid articles. Kono dicta, yeah. No matter how the media tried to paint him, Yukito has loads of fans rooting for him to succeed. There are a lot of people who want to see him act. The thought warmed my heart like a bright ray of sunshine. Obviously, he had his critics. But I was sure that even they would come to acknowledge him once they saw his skill and determination. It'll all work out, I'm sure of it. It's gotta. Eventually, the entire cast had been chosen.
ああ、ここでこの人物を動かすと後の展開で無理が出るか。ならこの場面をこうして。ダメか。
Professor, you don't look all that well. Have you been getting enough sleep?
ああ、はい。やっぱり張り込みならアンパンかな。いや、それだと定番か。もっと新鮮味が。
Yeah. Red bean buns. Was there a stakeout scene in this story?
ならいっそ変身させるか。3分だけならいける。
Professor, are you okay? Professor Asagi! Is this what professional writing does to you, or is this just Professor Asagi being himself? Now that the casting process had finished smoothly, the script needed to be wrapped up. It was crunch time for the screenwriter. Good luck, Professor. Don't die! The script was finished just before the end of November. December rolled around shortly after. It's almost time for the cast to meet the crew. Ooh, at the first table read. The director, Mr. Hanai, and Professor Asagi would be there. So would Makino, the makeup artist, Miss Kayama, and Kazuma as an assistant. Can't wait to see how they read the lines. Oh, his hair's back.
はいはい、だから大丈夫だって。
それじゃ僕は向こうで見てるから信じてるからね。
Good morning, Yukito.
ああ、おはよう。
Try not to give your manager too much trouble, or else he'll seriously get a stomach ulcer this time. You're going in blonde, though? Thought you wanted to go back to black. Yukito smiled.
こっちの撮影が始まるまではまだモデルのセナユキトでもあるからね。
Yeah. His expression was cool and refreshed, like he was ready to take a new step forward.
では皆様揃ったところで早速自己紹介をお願いしたいと思います。まずはダブル主演のお二人から。
Unprompted, Nishijima stood up from his seat.
主役の一人を演じさせていただきます。西島陸です。皆さんと一緒にいい作品を作れるよう精一杯頑張ります。クランクアップまでどうぞよろしくお願いします。
ではお次はセナさん、よろしくお願いします。
はい。
Yukito rose slowly from his seat and turned to face us.
主役のもう一人をやらせていただきます。セナユキトです。皆様ご存知の通り、本格的な芝居は初めてになりますが、甘える気はないので、ビシバシ鍛えていただけるとありがたいです。それと、
Yukito turned to Nishijima and grinned.
尊敬する西島さんとダブル主演ですが、 しっかり空気でいきますんで、どうぞよろしくお願いします。
ゆきとくん、信じてるね。
いいじゃねえか。
Amazing.
その息で突っ走れ。
どうしてそんなに嬉しそうなんですか？
これぞ新しい風ってもんだろう。そうっすよね、監督。
風は時に追い風にもなり向かい風にもなる。一体どちらとなるのか。私も楽しみにしていよう。
Seta still being a gremlin as usual.
ではこれで今日の顔合わせ読み合わせを終了する。クランクインは年明けから。
Yahoo!
皆それぞれに脚本を読み込み役作りに励んでほしい。撮影を楽しみにしている。
Yahoo! The cast and crew members nodded at the director's words, their spirits renewed. Ba 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 ba. Before I knew it, it was Christmas time. I wanted to spend it with Yukito, but our schedules didn't align. Understandably so. Instead, I was enjoying the variety show he regularly appeared on.
ああ、ここすっごい綺麗だったな。あ、ほらほら見て。時間になると七色に光ったりして。
On the screen were festive city lights Yukito had used as a backdrop in one of his modeling shoots. He went to a place like that? I'll have to ask him about it next time I see him. Honestly, though, I was hoping we could do more than just talk about it. I'll have to wait. Yukito's an entertainer, so this is an important time for him. Well, he's on a variety show.
で、これはあれなの？セナ君も彼女と行ったりするわけ。
Have you never seen a Japanese variety show? They're great. Huh? The video had switched over to the studio where Yukito was chuckling at the host.
もう、俺今イメチェン中だから、そういう質問は事務所通してもらわないと。けど、ぶっちゃけこういうとこには行かないかな。うかつに歩いてたら、相手に迷惑がかかるかもっしょ。
ほう、ガンガン行きそうなイメージなのにね。
うん。だから今は、こうやって仕事してる俺を、テレビで見ながら待っててくれるような子が最高。ああ、仕事が終わった後にお疲れ様大好きなんてリングが来てたらもう完璧かな。ついでにキス顔の自撮りなんかあったらますます惚れ直しちゃうよ、ね。
You know, we should just teach him, if text him, you're not getting any of that. When he spoke, Yukito slowly flicked his gaze towards the camera. That was obviously directed at me. He seriously wants me to send that. Should I? It'll be so embarrassing. At the same time, I wanted to support him since he was working so hard. I grabbed my phone, paced around the room. This is humiliating, but here goes nothing. Those hectic days went by in a flash. With the start of a new year, principal photography began.
おはようございます。今日はよろしくお願いします。
Hi. I entered the studio after my mentor's greeting, bowing to the crew. Then I realized something. My head snapped up as I looked directly at one particular figure in the bustling studio. His hair is back to black!
これ、ここのシーンなんですけど、多分これは俺と西島さんがバディとして絆を深めるための伏線っすよね。なら、もうちょい印象的にしたいんすけど。
具体的には？
例えば、ここの掛け合い、今は割とシリアスにやってますけど、若干コミカルさを出したりして。
それはどうかな。僕は脚本のイメージに沿った方がいいと思うけど。
俺？もしかして西島さん、アドリブ苦手？
そういうわけじゃないんだけどね。僕はただ人の作り上げた形を大事にしたいだけだよ。
We're gonna watch so many variety shows in the hotel and in Japan.
ああ、けど絶対こっちの方がメリハリついて面白いって。西島さんがコミカルとか意外だしさ。 そういうの絶対観客は喜ぶよ。ファンの子だって西島さんの意外な一面見たいってね。
監督はどう思われますか？
あ、今の完全する。
こういう時は監督に意見を伺うべきで。
いやいや若者たちよ、ちょいと待て。
What was that? What was that?
おお、花井さん急に来た。
乱入の仕方が独特ですね。
That was terrifying.
牧野監督はこう見えて意外と役者の暴走を許してくれるお方だぜ。どうしてもって時は行くべきだ。
Yeah, peak.
まあいつも暴れている君みたいなのを長年起用してればな。
な
るほど。
そこ素直に受け入れない。
けどさすが花井さん、話わかるね。え、このシーンこっちの方が絶対面白くなりますよね。
そうだな。俺としては
厄介な人たちというのはこういうことを言うのかな。
もう西島さんも悩んでないで、こういうのはこっち側来ちゃった方が楽しいですって。ほらね。
I have expected him to say, "Come to the dark side. We have cookies."
またの機会
That's
があれば。
high, the middle school. God.
いや、それ絶対その気ないやつ。
You come for cookies? Heck
して
yeah.
ますね。
Yeah, they are. While I answered, I couldn't take my eyes off Yukito as he swapped thoughts with the others. How to make the movie more interesting, how to make it more charming. As I watched them share ideas heart to heart, I was filled with a sense of nostalgia. Butterflies filled my stomach and electricity prickled my skin. This is just like the short film. Oh, blessings. I want to be there too.
上田さん、どうかしましたか？
I jerked my head up and saw my mentor staring my face. A feverish desire filled my chest, urging me to say it loud and proud. I want to create, to write. I want to make a script and discuss with the actors just like that. I want it so bad.
上田さん。
For an instant, Professor Asagi stared at me wide-eyed. Then he slowly smiled in understanding. He knew exactly how I felt.
書きなさい。自分の気持ちそのままに。
Ueda and I.
心の赴くままに。
Heart to heart. That was exactly what I felt when I was writing the VN. That's actually exactly what I was writing. I want to create. I want to write. I want it so bad.
きっと今の君になら素敵な物語が描き出せるはずですよ。
I am part of the contingent of authors and creators where the urge to create is physically painful if I don't follow through with it. I will. Professor Asaki returned my nod with a smile, then moved away to speak with the director. Another man slipped into his place. Sena?
ああねえ、ちょっと聞いてよ。西島さんめちゃくちゃ頑固でさ。こうじゃない、ああじゃないの押し問答。
Yukito spread his hands in exasperation, and I giggled. A formidable opponent then?
まあね。でもだからこそクリアしがいがあるっていうか。
Yeah, artist paid and I'm a French baker. Yukito flashed a confident smile. There wasn't a shred of gloom in his face. His excitement was contagious too. He smiles. He shines so brightly. I couldn't help but think that. Smiling up at Yukito, I told him my honest feelings. It'll be fine. I know you can beat him.
何どうしたの？今日はすごい素直じゃん。
It's nothing. I believe in you, Yukito.
ちょっと不意打ちは勘弁してよ。いつもあんな塩なのに。そんな可愛いこと言われたら本気出すしかなくなるじゃん。
Rude. Then don't.
やっぱ君って最高すぎる。俺の彼女はほんと彼氏の操縦の天才だな。
I'm honored by the compliment. Our laughter tapered off to smiles, and then we burst out laughing all over again. We could keep this up forever and ever. Aww. Aww. Oh, it's not done. After filming started, I accompanied Professor Asagi to the set the first few times, but those opportunities soon disappeared. Once the script was more or less set in stone, he stopped going. That meant I, his assistant, did too. I had permission to help on set from time to time in order to gain experience, but I personally declined to do so. When I told Yukito, he booed me, but I had my own things to attend to. In February, the streets were lined with Valentine's Day decorations, which I wasn't too fond of. I couldn't do anything for Yukito's birthday either. Although Yukito had become an actor, he was still working as a model too. He had to fit in a lot of work for his agency. Yukito's manager did his best to keep the workload manageable, but Yukito was still the agency's flagship model. However busy, Yukito gave every last job his full effort. In the end, his Playboy model persona turned out to be a reflection of his true self, not just an act. He enjoys both, so be it. We kept in touch via phone calls and Ring, but for now we didn't have the time to meet up. Obviously, I can't see him for Valentine's Day. I don't want to distract him on set either. The love songs been playing in the street reached my ears. Images seeped into the corner of my mind, started to take shape. I was struck with a flash of inspiration. Of course, a love song! I could use the couple's feelings as a motif to tie the scene together. I could go with something a little old school, a song anyone would find catchy rather than something jazzy. My hands twitched, itching to write down my flood of ideas. I ran out of patience right then and there. Yep, time to go home. Ever since the first day of filming, I haven't been able to rein in my creative spirit. Not RNG, Ring. There was an I in there. No matter where I went or what I did, I was dreaming up ideas, even when I was thinking about Yukito. I want to write right now. This was the primary reason I turned down the offer to do grunt work on set. My inability to write realistic romance was the biggest flaw in my work. And initially, I thought it was because I lacked relationship experience, but now I knew the real reason. Love wasn't possible in a vacuum. Without realizing it, I'd been avoiding something crucial. The act of facing someone head on, bringing your hearts closer together, taking that fearless step towards intimacy.
道案内の俺、サインと握手とハグでいい？
At first, I'd been extremely cautious. Yukito had approached me so casually, but I didn't know how to deal with men. We sure got over that quick. Even though he was the sort of personality I couldn't handle, I started to see new sides of him when he stopped running away. Yeah. Once I let him get closer to me, I saw him in a new light. I found him attractive. The intense feelings excited me. In the end, I had to admit how I felt. This was love. For the very first time, I was facing a man directly, without fear, without wanting to escape. Love was only part of it, too. My entire worldview had shifted due to the experiences I'd had over the better part of a year. I finally understand what Professor Asagi was saying. It's really cute. I'd say it's in the some top CG kisses. Everything I saw, heard, and touched had meaning. All of my experiences had nourished me as a person and a creator. Now I had momentum. The loneliness of being apart, sleepless nights full of longing, the simultaneous excitement and anxiety when you get to hear your loved one's voice. I can write about emotions I never knew existed. More! I want to write. I want to write. Yeah. Yeah. I want to know their story. And then, oh my god, I did it! For days and days, I immersed myself in a creative world weaving countless words. At last, they had coalesced into a single coherent story. And so the seasons changed. The cherry blossoms bloomed, and as they began to scatter, I heard that principal photography had wrapped up on the film. Yukito told me over the phone, laughing, that he'd shed some rare tears when the bouquet to commemorate the end had come.
それでさ、次の水曜の夜、予定してた仕事が先方の
Yay! Boyfriend!
しっかり会えたんだよね。
Date!
久しぶりに会いたいなと思うんだけど、ちょっと見せたいものもあるしさ。
What is it you want to show me?
詳細は会ってからのお楽しみ。つうわけで、俺の部屋で待ってて。ついでに美味しい手料理とか期待してる。
Fine. Make sure you come hungry.
お、いいね。この新婚ライクな感じ。期待してるよ、ハニー。
All right. Good luck at work, darling. To think I could even say things like that now. Well, it was barely above murmur, though. Okay, the rice is almost cooked. Yeah, honey. And the miso soup is done. I can fry up the rest once Yukito gets home. We're good to go, I think. As Yukito had requested, I'd splurged a little on dinner for our own private rap party. Daddy. Darling. He generally preferred Western-style food, and I'd done my best to satisfy that, after some practice, of course. But this was the first time in a while that he'd asked for Japanese food. Since this was my wheelhouse, I rolled up the old sleeves. Yukito had a bigger appetite than one might expect, so I really hoped he would like it. I took off my apron, plopped down on the sofa and sighed. I wonder when he'll be back. I was fidgeting because I missed him, and for one other reason. Shooting glances at the door over and over, I kept thinking about what was in my bag. What is in our bag? He's here! Welcome home. I gave him a quick hug. It felt like ages since I'd looked into his eyes. Did you lose a little weight?
夏物の撮影あるから少し絞ってたんだよね。
What? Oh no! I was gonna make you fried food!
ちょっとくらい平気だって。俺も楽しみにしてた
Yeah,
んだから。
marriage certificate in the bag.
それよりさ。
More importantly, Yukito took off his jacket, held my hand, and guided me to the sofa. Then he fixed me with a serious gaze.
美味しい手料理の前にちょっとだけ俺の話聞いてくれる？
Huh? About? Oh, you mean that thing you wanted to show me?
ずっと待たせてたから。
Oh, it might be a
早く
ring.
知りたいだろう。
Oh, it might be a ring. Uh-huh. Burning with curiosity, I watched as he took something out of his pocket with a deep breath.
先に言っとくけど、くれぐれも驚かないでね。
What? You're scaring me now.
これから見せるものにはセンシティブな内容が含まれるため注意が必要。みたいな。
Risque? Yep, definitely scared.
俺もちょっと怖い。主に君の反応が。
Yukito was behaving more timidly than usual, which made me skittish. Still, I couldn't help but be curious. I don't know what you're talking about, but if you want to show me, then I want to know. Sensitive, yeah. Please show me. With some hesitation, I held out my hand. Yukito heaved a sigh.
ごめん、もったいぶって。多分なるようになるよ。
Oh God! Because I was gonna say Muffin when he actually comes and delivers the rings he's making.
じゃあ、これ。
He handed me a single postcard. What's that? Looks like direct mail. The postcard was addressed to Yukito. I flipped it over to the other side. There was a woman wearing an extravagant dress on the back. How to describe it at a glance? Well, she gave out the aura of mystique that belonged somewhere dark and smoky. Huh? Away from daylight. She's beautiful to be sure, but I was also getting weird sense of deja vu. It was, When I examined the postcard closely, I spotted a logo in the corner. I sounded out the neon pink English letters in my head. What? Bar scandal? What? Okay, so it had a flashy name, but it was the byline that really caught me off guard. What? Openly gay bar for easy drinking. Straight people also welcome. Is he coming out? Yukito? Is this some roundabout way of coming out?
違うから
Are you gay, honey? Yukito vehemently shook his head and pointed at the woman on the postcard.
この人、どう思う？
Oh, is it him? She's pretty, I guess. She had what? It's him. That was the last photo shoot he did. Oh my god. She had wider shoulders than most women I knew, perhaps, but she was plain gorgeous. Although she looked somewhat older than me, couldn't possibly compete with her sexiness. Also,
よーく見て、この顔。誰かに似てると思わない？
someone I know? Looking at the postcard, I racked my brain. My brows scrunched up in concentration. Cross-dressed king. Stumped, I turned to Yukito for a hint. Wait, if the woman in the photo had been 20 years younger and removed all of her makeup, she would look just like the man in front of me. No way, what? Is that your... Oh, it's his mom. Oh, it's not him. I paused and bewildered Yukito, not solely.
写真の人はこのバーのママ。お店ではアイリーンと名乗ってる。
His mom?
本名は瀬名陽介。
It's his dad!
です。
It's his dad! Hell yes! Hell yes! according to Yukito, the truth about his father. Oh my god, it was a family secret. Oh my god. Oh, this is perfect. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is perfect. This is so perfect for the first... This is so perfect for the first day of Pride Month. The truth about his father, Yosuke Sena, was a family secret. Yukito's mother, but an old friend. Yep, it was a lavender marriage! Oh my god! The two of them signed a marriage contract for mutual benefit. Both of them wanted a child. They had Yukito. His family was a little conventionally grew up in a harmonious household full of love. Holy shit. However, create problems at work, yeah.
あの人やたら研究熱心だったからさ。
Oh.
女性をターゲットにしたドラマのためにいろんな女に近づいたりして。
Someone has joined the kingdom.
Hello, see you. Thanks so much for stopping by. Oh my god. Oh, this is hilarious.
思わせぶりに口説いたりしては相手の反応を見て参考に
Wait, he experimented picking up ladies on just random ladies? Okay, honey, you that's a bad idea, but
まあやりすぎて炎上しちゃって失職する羽目になったんだけど
well, that's okay. Now he's a cross-dressing barmaid. Wow. I wasn't quite sure how to respond. Okay, wow. So yeah, I'm definitely not your sibling. That's how he knew that there was no way that we were his siblings. He's like, look, my dad's not even into ladies. Yeah. The information we just got.
そういうわけでさすがに家族に迷惑かけられないし、もう自分を偽るのに疲れたとかで。失職を機に離婚。そして本人は
Oh, she's trans!
ためにこの店を開いた。
Hell yeah! Okay, is she trans or just a cross-dresser? Both are awesome. I see. So that's why Yukito insists we could possibly be related. Someone who just wasn't attracted to... Okay. Yeah, a woman would have been hiding love a child.
あの時すぐ説明できなくてごめん。
Why would it be hard for me to accept? That's wonderful. Well, whatever, you're a parent. I completely understand. If you told me back then, I might have assumed you were joking, gotten upset. It's an incredible story. Chuckling, Yukito nodded and turned the postcard over.
機会を見て合わせるよ。多分君のお母さんの話とかも聞けるんじゃないかと思うし。
Yeah, thank you. As surprised as I was, I decided that if we ever did meet, I'd be sure to ask about Mom. Besides, when I realized that Yukito trusted me enough to confide in me about something so delicate, I was absolutely thrilled. Your father, or should I say your mother?
いや、それはどっちでもいいんだけど、ダメだ。本物の母親に怒られる。
Amazing! She is trans! Beautiful! Beautiful! Regardless, I'm kind of excited to meet your parents. You can just stare at me for a moment. A long sigh. I see too. No, don't worry. This is the very end of a route. This is the absolute very end of a route. And we just found out that, that Yukito, Sena, the guy in front of us, his biological father, who we were concerned could have been our biological father, is definitely 100% not our biological father, because she's trans. she's not into women. She's a straight trans woman.
そういう可愛いこと言われると、手料理より君を食べたくなっちゃうよ。
Hey, it's not time for that yet.
まだってことは。
With an amorous smirk, Yukito reached out for me. Before he could grab hold, I sprang to my feet. And I also have something to show you.
それ俺から逃げる言い訳とか?
That's alright, that's alright. Just know the crux of most of the problems in a lot of these love interests is, are you my brother? Which is a wild thing to go through. I mean it, really, just wait here. I hurried over to my bag and took something out of it while Yukito pouted away. I'd hoped to wait a little longer before giving him this, but with the way things were going, it seemed like the right time. This is for you.
何この封筒? しかもなかなかの厚み。
We'll see. Just open it and see. My heart thrummed nervously. I watched Yukito unseal the envelope and remove the documents inside. Then,
脚本？それにこれ、君の名前。
A title was front and center, followed by my name. Yep, I wrote this script and showed it to Professor Asagi. He finally gave me a passing grade.
え、マジですごいじゃん。
Aww. I took all the feelings I've had since I met you and managed to shape them into this. When I saw you working so hard on the movie, I didn't want to fall behind, so I started on it out of a sense of rivalry. I could only write this because you're here, so it might not be very good, but I hope you'll accept it. Also, I hesitated for a moment, stamping down my surging excitement. I entered it into a contest at my mentor's suggestion.
実は若手や新人を対象にした脚本コンクールがあるんです。そこにこの脚本出してみませんか?
Well, no, you turn it the other way around. It would be, and it would be the coffin of Remorat and Princey or the coffin of Alfred and Princey. Huh?
作品の規定が若い女性を対象にした恋愛ドラマだったものだから、君には声をかけていなかったんですが。
I smiled bitterly. My mentor had been trying to spare me the humiliation of being judged on a genre I was always weak at. I felt terrible.
この脚本ならば問題ないかと。どうでしょう?
Gasp. Please let me give it a shot.
よかった。では、手続きしておきます。
Yay!
私も審査員の一人ですが、教え子だからといって甘くするつもりはないからね。
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I understand. Don't hold back on my account. I'd entered competitions before, but I'd never been this motivated. This time around... Whoops. The ad has begun! Oh no. Alright, well, we'll hold off for a second. Then we'll finish this up and then we'll call it for the night. And then we'll start, next time, we'll start Makino. This ending has been a roller coaster. I mean, all otome games kind of are. I don't think anything will top, Verche, though. I don't think anything will top Verche. We still have the Verche fan disc to play, too. BT dubs. No. Ugh. That's so much. Yeah, seriously. It's hard to believe it's the same game. Kazuma really was going so well, and then it just like crashed and burned. But this route just kind of like took off and is flying and soaring, and I'm happy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, are you guys ready for otome month? All otomes all month? Everyone being like, Prince, you're not gonna finish Persona 5 by the time you go to Japan. Correct, probably not. So Zatetica, if you bet with pudding, you'll win that bet probably, because this month is otomes all the time. I don't even know what otome is. Yeah, it's gonna be otome. Well, otoju. Shihokumai. What's that? 知らないよ. I don't know who that is. Yeah, it's Otojun. Tomokoku. No. All right. This time around, I feel good about writing it, and I was confident in its quality. Professor Asagi eyed me with a mischievous glint in his eyes.
このコンクールの大賞受賞作はドラマ化することが決定しています。
Did we win? Whoa.
そして副賞として受賞者には
Oh my
主演を
god.
指名できる権利
We're
が
gonna
与えら
we're
れ
gonna
る。
cast Sena. Stunned, I gaped at my mentor, who was smiling with amusement.
君が誰を指名するのか楽しみです。
Wow, you know exactly who I'll request. Yukito silently listened to my explanation, looking like he was holding something back. Before he could interject, I barreled on. We don't know the results yet, and there's no guarantee I'll win. But I wrote this script with Yukito Senna in mind as the lead actor. Heat flashed in Yukito's gaze. Ooh, we're getting fucked tonight. So, even if we don't know how well I'll do yet, if I really win, would you star in my script? My heart hammered in my chest. Even I was aware that I just said something incredible. But this was my greatest dream, and I was dead set on making it happen.
マジ？本当？君ってさ。
I took a step back, wondering if I'd offended him somehow, but Yukito grabbed me tight.
ダメ。
What?
逃がさないし話さないし美味しいご飯も全部後回し。
He's like, I don't care if dinner gets cold. You, me, bed now. Huh?
もうマジたまんないからかわいすぎ。
You know, okay, here's the question, guys. Here's the question, guys. Thinking of this change. Who would you say would turn into being a wife guy? Who do you think would turn into wife guy? Would it be Alfred or Remeron? Who do you think would become wife guy? Or Midas? Still debating adding Midas to the canned date when we hit that that goal. Which we are. You know what a wife guy means, right? Like he's super into his wife. Like dotes all the time over his wife. That kind of guy, like wife simp. Yeah. Yeah, it's confusing. Yeah, who do you think would become a wife guy? Cause let's be real, I am the male wife. Yeah. Yeah. I am the male wife. But yeah, speaking of, we are only 15 away from that. We are only 15 away from the from another VN. From you guys unlocking another VN. You can see Midas being wife guy. Understandable. So yeah, find 15 more Melorosinions on Twitch, guys, and then you get the date. You get date. Amazing. Wow, Sena. We fell back onto the sofa. Yukito's beautiful face was right above mine. By the time I'd realized what just happened, my cheeks were already flushed hot.
ごめん無理。俺の好きが大暴走。
But this is so sudden.
こんな最高のラブレターもらって平気でいられたら男じゃないし、君のデビュー作の主役なんて絶対他のやつに渡す気ないから。
I have no idea how I'll fare yet, though.
大丈夫。信じてるから。もし万が一今回ダメだったとしても、いつか必ず君は勝ち取れる。
Yukito.
マジでこんな最高の女の子が俺の彼女とかやばすぎ。
Did you fall for me all over again?
今すぐ君のこと食べたいくらいには
Oh. I appeared to have flipped Yukito's switch into the on position. What a lovely way of saying that. There's no escaping now. Not that I want to. It's been a long time. Please be gentle. For a second, Yukito stopped breathing. Then his lips tugged up into a delectable smile. Delectable, okay. And his eyes blazed with lust.
もちろん。俺の理想
I'm totally sane. Things only sane people say. Whoa. We're hiding the sausage with this one. Overcome with emotion, I could hardly breathe. Something warm sealed my lips. Yeah, wow. Oh, don't die, please. Kind of like you alive. His love came in short, hot whispers. Okay, but between gasps. Oh, and the entwining of our tongues. He left me with no opening to answer. Me too, Yukito. I love you too. Unable to speak, I responded hard and fast through our kiss. Wet smacks! We really couldn't think of a better way to describe it. Echoed throughout the room as our lips met and pulled away. I love you so much I could die. I don't think we need to get the sensor overlay ready, but I'll prepare. Drowning in our kisses, I poured all the feelings I couldn't articulate into my lips. Yeah, that's how that works. There we go. It faded to black for us. We didn't end up touching my cooking that night. Wow, we fucked all night. The food went bad. Breakfast the next morning was extravagant. Amazing. Amazing. That's hilarious. More? Time passed and then it was summer. Now the editing had finished, the film was complete, a premiere screening was held for celebrities and crew members. I knew the movie by heart. After all, I'd read the script more times than I cared to count. I'd also been there at the table read with the cast. However, none of that matters unless everything's in place. Blessings! Oh god, oh, the spirits took me. Oh, spirits, let go of me. Here we go. Yeah, you've unlocked the bonus sex minigame. Pregnancy CG! None of that matters unless everything's in place. Next, next stretch goal for birthday stuff. Pregnancy CG! No. None of that matters unless everything's in place. Not just the actors, but also the music, the set, the costumes, the effects, everything. They all come together to make a movie. My eyes were helplessly glued to Yukito whenever he was on screen. For just over 2 hours, I was immersed in the world of the film. The applause that came as the credits rolled was not out of obligation, but pure adoration. Afterwards, there was a long photo shoot at the meet and greet. The banter between Yukito and a less reserved Nishijima was delicious. Delicious. We smiled and laughed with the guests and crew, and the evening went by in a flash. Full cast pregnancy CG? That'd be terrifying! And then after all that, Nishijima and then Yukito gave brief speeches to express their gratitude as lead actors. Yukito seemed a little more serious than usual, but there was a satisfied smile on his face as if he'd overcome an immense challenge.
この作品について話し出したら永遠に終わらない気がするんで、一言だけ。この作品に関われたことを俺はきっと一生忘れません。本当にありがとうございました。それと
Yukito grinned, unable to contain his happiness.
俳優として2作目の主演も決まりました。この秋のスペシャルドラマです。こちらも期待していてください。本日はありがとうございました。
Correct. Hey, they haven't even officially announced it yet. What if they yell at you later? A bright red flush bloomed on my cheeks as my heart warmed with unrestrained joy. That's right, the script I'd entered in the contest, Dream to Love, had been selected as the grand prize winner. I had requested Yukito Sena to star in the film, and his casting had been confirmed just the other day. We're just getting started. Oh, we got a long way to go. Yukito had started down the path of an actor. I had finally become a screenwriter. There surely would be many challenges to overcome, but we would stay true, never give up, and take one step at a time. I had faith that a bright future was in store for us. Happy end! Yahoo!
ラバープリテンド。
Yeah, I don't know. All right. Oh, that's the end of Yukito's route. Ta-da! It only took about 3 streams for us to get through everything. I mean, to be fair, we did do the lead up in this last stream with Kazuma, but hey, whatever. But all right. That means next we're gonna get started with Makino. That's all the time we have for tonight, though. Okay, first off, I do want to say that I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream Wednesday because I've, I think, yeah, me too. I might have some family obligations, so I may not be able to do Tomodachi Wednesday this week, but we'll see. But yeah, that's all the time we have for tonight. So, without further ado, let's pop over here. Alright, you all know the usual song and dance. If you're not already following me on social media, I'd appreciate it very much if you would. As well, if you're not already part of our Discord server, would love to see you there. Yeah, yeah. If nothing else, I will see you all on Tuesday in server as we have our anime night. And, yeah. Well, that's it for today. I gotta go take a shower, go to sleep, prep for tomorrow's work. But yeah. Yeah, Annie June. All right. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful meowing, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. And, well, without any further ado, bye. Bye.